Good day, everyone. This is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and this is Saturday, the 23rd of April, 2022, and this is the weekly technical analysis for the Euro, the cable, and the Aussie dollar for the fourth week of April. Let's begin with the Euro. Let me expand this, and on Thursday, it attempted to test the resistance that we highlighted last week at the 78.6 pip retracement, was rejected and fell all the way back, and continued that bearish momentum on Friday, but still holding above the support at this previous swing low here, right at this level here. So it's at a precarious level, and maybe pushing through the support next week and breaking down towards the 107 round figure. So that's at the key level now. Let's go to the weekly time frame, and yeah, you can see that it's a long-legged doji with a long upper wick. So there could be consolidation, but it still looks bearish overall after the last few weeks, breaking down from the channel. Let's go back to the daily time frame. So it needs to hold at this above at this level at the 107.66, and let's see, we need to turn this around to find the extension if it does break down lower. And yes, it was targeting lower than the 107, and probably at the 106 if it goes down to this 138 extension here. That's the next support level, and that's also confluence with the bearish reversal move at the 162 pip. So this is still a key support zone if it does break down further. For now, this is critical support level now. Resistance is still valid. No major news this coming week, and only this weekend, tomorrow, there's the French presidential election, and we'll see if there's any impact on the Eurozone overall. But this rejection of the fib level here, there was also turnaround reversal for the US dollar, the US dollar index, which we'll review after this as well. But the Eurozone has a lot of problems with the protracted conflict in Ukraine and rising inflation. So there's a lot of downward pressure on the euro. Okay. So for now, this is the critical area that is holding on to for any critical break. So it needs to climb back up above the 109 level. Otherwise, it's going to be consolidating around the 108 for now, this swing low region. So this is the critical region for support now. It needs to get over the 109 to make any significant recovery. Okay. So we'll see what the impact is on the US dollar index because of this flip around on the euro, and it was actually triggered from the IMF panel discussion with all the central bankers as well, and there was a key statement from the Fed Chair Powell, which triggered the bullish rebound of the US dollar. So this triggered the reversal of this or rejection of the euro at the same time. All right, let's go ahead and review the US dollar index, the DXY. So here's the US dollar index, DXY, and this was the turnaround after the US dollar was making a retracement, a significant retracement on the Wednesday. Managed to find support here on Thursday after dipping below the 100 key level. And that was from comments from Fed Chair Powell, where he made hawkish remarks that the interest rates may need to be front-loaded and sizable, so it could be a 50 basis point increase in the next meeting in June, and followed by a couple more, so perhaps 3 consecutive rate hikes of 50 basis points, and attempting to target 2.5% interest rate by the end of the year, and probably 3.5% by the end of next year. So that was a bullish remark, and this caused a rebound or triggered a rebound in US dollar, and continued on Friday right into the 200-pip extension. That was the resistance zone that we had marked earlier. And you can see that it's almost within few pips of that. That's high was 101.20.7, and this is at 101.21.1. So within 0.4 pips of the target. So this is this was the target that was going for, and now this area at the 162 fib is a potential intermediate support. And this area is definitely a key support zone with this swing high. Can remove the rest for now. So that was the turning point for the US dollar and flipping it around. Now let's see if there's enough momentum to carry this into next week and pushing up to the next level. It's going up to 102 and 30 cents here. So that's going to be next key resistance zone. Let's also check the weekly time frame. And yes, at the start of the week, there was a gap up as well. And for now, it is at this key level here. Key resistance zone. So there could be a pause in the bullish momentum and consolidation first, because the next climb is quite significant. That's major. So that could be a all-time high almost. This was at 103.82, and this is at almost there, 103.76. Okay, that will take a while, but for now, the next zone will be at the 102.30. Right, and this week there's also a number of US economic figures that's going to be released, and we'll see if there's any trigger from those as well. All right, let's move back to the other pairs and see the impact on the other pairs with this bullish US dollar. Now let's move on to the cable, where we look at this on Friday. Significant fall and breakdown below the key support zone, and that was triggered by weaker than expected retail sales figures. And once that was released before the London Open and also before the European Open as well. So that was from the end of the Asian session and trading all the way down throughout the day. So I'll need to flip this around. And that was the support from that swing low. So now this is going to be resistance. You can leave this one here, remove this for now. Next target is going to be at the 127.54 area. It closed the week at 128.37, below the 129. And this support zone was from these grouping of swing lows here, so we'll need to move this lower now to the next support zone, which aligns with this 138 pip extension. And let's also move this one here. There's a swing low here. And that's at the 126.73. So let's move some of these round figures here. Let's clear this out. 130 was a critical support level, so that has been breached. Let's move this down to the 128. And also move this down to 27. Okay. So we'll see if the bearish momentum will drive this through below the 128.00 into this support zone to reach the 138 pip extension at 127.54, and whether that will push it further down below to the 127.00 round figure, and just near the swing low. Right, so that was very bad news for UK economy. Let's take a look on the weekly time frame. And that's going to be a critical swing low level here. Yeah, so that's definitely a bearish momentum that may continue into next week and the following weeks until the next BOE meeting. Okay. So there is it does retest the 129. There is a possible resistance zone here. So we'll see how much pullback or retracement there's going to be at the start of the week, and whether it's just going to take out the resistance, the support first before pulling back up. All right, so let's see how the Aussie dollar looked after the RBA minutes on Tuesday. So it started off fairly bullish for the start of the week, and this was the result of the Tuesday's reaction. But after hitting this zone here, where I had highlighted before that there could be a potential resistance area, that was from the previous week, from last week as well. After retesting the break of the rising channel, and it has bounced back up to retest that zone again, and that's right at the 138 fib extension and rejection on Thursday and Friday, falling the same as the euro and the pound, with US dollar turning around and rebounding. So that was the rejection here as well, and followed through on the Friday. So all the way back down to the 78.6 bit retracement of this swing move reversal back up to after hitting the 200 fib extension. So let's we can actually take a look at some of these retracement here now from after hitting this high and retracing all the way back down into the 62 fib retracement area, right there on the Friday. So it's gone past this support. This is now the interim support level. This is now clearly resistance. It's 0, 0. And this. So this was the potential right shoulder. If this was a left shoulder with the head up here. So we'll see where the neckline is going to be. But regardless whether it's a head and shoulder pattern, there's a bullish momentum here that could drive it back down into this 0, 0 zone, right back down to 71. So let's add another 0, 0 here. 72, which could offer support as well, along with these grouping of swing lows here. Oops, adjust that back. And there's another support zone just right down here. Okay. On the weekly time frame, it's definitely looking bearish here, and that's the swing low area where it could try to target. We did miss another 0 area here at 75, I believe. Sorry, 73. So it just flew past that level there. And possible interim resistance up here. And so along with the daily 200 EMA and the FIB. Okay, so there's only Australian CPI figures this Wednesday. So apart from that, we have to see how the US dollar is moving, the price action for that, and the impact against the other major pairs. All right. So with the key economic figures coming out from the US this coming week, that will definitely trigger a lot of US dollar moves. So we'll see how the other major pairs react to that. So do check out my other video on spot gold and dollar yen as well. Have a good trading week and a safe week, and cheers for now.